All right, live. I am live. Wait a second. How do I make this screen all the way bigger? Not that I need to see any more of myself, but well, right
It's
there.
right there. I just
Yeah. Oh, I see. There's the, and my producer has hopped in and gone to work, and here we are back together again on the Livingston Taylor Show. I'm a little bit early. But our executive producer, Brittany Bethune, she doesn't mind if I go a bit early, and I never mind. Indeed, one time I was playing out in Woodinville, Washington, for my friend Dave Luttrell. And I was opening, I said, Dave, how much time do I have? I was opening, I think, for Chicago or somebody. Anyhow, Dave said, Livingston, you got 20 minutes that you can play. And 20 minutes? I don't tune my guitar in 20 minutes. So anyhow, I said, do you mind if I start early? And he said, no, he's a friend of mine and indulgent. And so I started about 10 minutes early and got to do a nice 30-minute set as opposed to just that short one. But here we are, it's... So you guitar players out there, I want you to notice so those strings we let ring. We're back in the groove. And I have to tell you all something. My mood over the last couple of weeks has been so much better than it's been, because I see the COVID fading. I see the masks coming off. I see people saying hello. And to paraphrase Louis Armstrong, they say, how do you do? When what they're saying actually is, I love you. 'Cause once again it is time for Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is he sinking in a boat? Is he crashing in a plane? Does he even understand that the devil loves the rain? Is he casually eccentric or actually insane? What stork brought that brain? It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Brought to you today by, as usual, WMVY, listener-supported radio, here on Martha's Vineyard Island. Also, brought to you this week by Holly Bluff Marina, Holly Bluff Marina. Where are they? I'm going to tell you. Holly Bluff Marina rents houseboats on the St. Johns River. And my producer and myself and our two friends, Mark and Judy, came down with us and joined us for 3 days, 2 nights on the St. Johns River on a houseboat. You go to Holly Bluff Marina, you give them a credit card, and they give you the houseboat. And so it had a generator, and we went up the river and down many miles at a very, very slow speed. Now, my friend Mark is an airplane pilot, and he likes to go very, very fast. My producer is not an airline pilot, and she likes to go very, very slow. So there was occasional conflict between the two about the speed. Did I mention my producer always won? We chose the slow, efficient speed of about 4 knots. It was really pleasant. And it's also possible that on the top deck, I smoked an occasional cigar. Now, also, we are brought to you today by the Weather Nut. The Weather Nut. Now, let me, I've got the, yes, here the Weather Nut gets his own shingle. His name is Dave Hayes. Dave Hayes, the Weather Nut. Now, what the Weather Nut does is the Weather Nut provides interactive weather reporting and forecasting to over 50,000 people in the western Massachusetts region, from Brattleboro, Vermont, to northern Connecticut, from Keene, New Hampshire, down to Worcester, and the Berkshires to eastern New York. This is a 10,000-mile square area zone, roughly 50 miles in every direction from the center of Northampton. So you take Northampton, Mass., go 50-mile circle around that. For folks who live in this area, they can check out Dave Hayes' Facebook page and website and follow him on Twitter. That's DH at DH the Weather Nut, at DH the Weather Nut, DH the Weather Nut. Here's an umbrella with some rain coming on it. A snow person right here. A snow person. Ooh, lightning. Ah, bright sun. Yeah, interesting. No fun being in the bright sun. Too harsh for me. You know what I love? I love being in the light. And Dave Hayes, he will outline for you how to avoid the bright sun and be in the beautiful light. All right. That's nice. So many decades ago, you and many decades ago, I made a record for CBS, for Epic Records, CBS. And it was called Three-Way Mirror. And it had this song on it, and I like this song. It says, did I ever ever say how much your sweet love means to me. Long ago, on a cold November day, a chance that my lonely face you'd see. You touched me, then you smiled, then you laughed, then it rained. I was full of love again. Did I ever say how much your sweet love means? How much your sweet love means? How much your sweet love means to me? Yeah, you touched me, then you smiled, then we laughed, then it rained. I was full of love again. I like it when I can write a nice, simple lyric. Doesn't push too much. Yeah. Let me see what. Anyhow, there we are, houseboating around on the St. Johns River, and I was thinking about that because we were looking for crocodiles, we were looking for river creatures, and it reminded me of this song from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, sung by none other than Kirk Douglas, and he would sing. It's a whale of a tale, I'll tell you, lad, whale of a tale or two. So that's me changing key. It's a whale of a tale, I'll tell you, lad, a whale of a tale or two, about flapping fish and the girls I love, night like this with the moon above. Whale of a tale, and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo. There was Mermaid Millie, met her down in Madagascar. She would kiss me any time that I would ask her. Then one day the flame of love blew out, blow me down and pick me up. She left me for a trout. It's a whale of a tale, I'll tell you, lads, whale of a tale or two, about flapping fish and the girls I loved, night like this with the moon above. Whale of a tale, and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo. There was Harpoon Hannah, met her off the coast of Java. When she kissed me, I bubbled up like molten lava. Then she gave me the scare of my young life, blow me down and pick me up. She was the captain's wife. It's a whale of a tale, I'll tell you, lads, whale of a tale or two, about flapping fish and the girls I loved, night like this with the moon above. Whale of a tale, and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo. So anyhow, my producer really likes that song, which doesn't hurt in terms of compiling a song list. Okay, birthdays and anniversaries.
They're all messed up. They're out of order.
The birthdays are out of order, and supposedly, according to my producer, they are messed up. But even out of order and messed up, we still celebrate these days. Billy Romaine on February 10th. We're a little it's a little after the 10th, isn't it?
Yeah, not that, whatever. I mean, I'm a little slow in the uptake.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Billy Romaine. Now, we have
Oh,
our...
that was supposed to be the 20th. That was February 20th, not 10th.
Oh, February 20th, and I would say that my producer had made a mistake, but I have a sense of survival, which I have a self-preservation streak, which is going to keep that to myself. 2/20, February 20th. Sarah Green, 2/28, February 28th. It's actually, Sarah was born on February, yes. Oh, no, it's Susan Dahl.
Sarah
I see.
is our Sarah.
Yeah. Sarah Green, of course, is our Sarah. Casey Smith, March 9th. Casey Smith, March 9th. Susan Dahl. It was Susan Dahl who was born on leap day, leap year. What a great way to age at a quarter of the speed of the rest of us. Boy, don't I wish I could pull that snot right about now. Susan Dahl, 2/29. Although being people want to celebrate, she may or may not want to celebrate it, but people want to celebrate the miracle of Susan Dahl's birth, and so they celebrated on the 28th. Kate Allenbach. Am I pronouncing that? Allenbach? Yes. Kate Allenbach is February 17th. And she's putting that she's 62. Casey Smith, I think, March 9th is 68. Dan Nee, 2/23. Dan Nee, 2/23. And he's advertising as being 81 years of age. Wow. And here's Haley Ramsey. Haley Ramsey is 36. And her birthday yesterday on the 28th. It being the 1st of March today, yeah. Oh man, I love it. I love this time of year. Because what we see, we start seeing the heat up here in the Northeast. We start seeing the heat by the Ides of March. The heat is back in the sun and you can just feel it. And winter will push, but it has no authority left. It is fading. It will roar back, but it's going to be many months. So the Ides of March is a very auspicious day indeed. All right. Well, happy birthday here, guys. Really nice. Well, like the rest of you, I've been very occupied in my own TV watching about the struggles in Ukraine. And like the rest of you, I have been so moved by the tenacity of citizens having one view. And one sense about how they want to be. And I must say, watching that conflict, I think to myself, what world did we go back to? But for all those souls who are in struggle, I just throw out this little song. It says, life is good. Spring is in the air. You got $2 in your pocket, a little bit of Brill cream in your hair. Life is good when you're proud of what you do. Now giving your all to others and it all comes back to you. Some guys are handsome, they make friends all the time. They always got a buddy and they always feel fine. Others take the back seat, watch the world go by, living life alone, quietly and shy. But when love strikes, fires start to burn, lonely years melt away, and finally it's your turn, and you say, life is good, winter's blowing cold, love is forever and it never will grow old. Oh, life is good when you're proud of what you do. Now giving your all to others and it all comes back to you. You can go year to year thinking life has nothing new. Special things go to others, you're glad for them, but then just like that it goes and changes just like that. You say life is good, you were headed for the fall. You pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and it didn't hurt at all. Oh, life is good when you're proud of what you do. Now giving your all to others and it all comes back to you. To you, to you. All right, a little unscheduled song. It's going to put my producer in a fit. There's a new day coming, just around the bend. There's a new day calling, this one's coming to an end. A new day calling, you can hear it if you try, and it's growing stronger with each day that passes by. There's a new day dawning, wild and strong and free. There's a new day calling, it belongs to you and me. A new day calling, one we've had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love. Well, during COVID, I got in a couple of bad habits. One of them is before COVID, I had stopped eating sugar. I was so proud of myself. The COVID hit. I was unemployed. And all of a sudden, that sugar, I fell off that wagon hard. And so I'm trying to get off the sugar again. In case you're wondering what kind of luck I'm having, the answer is simple. Not very much. Anyhow, it does bring to mind this song. I hate to admit it, I eat a lot of greasy food. And if you don't believe it, catch me in the nude. Beavis and Butthead on my TV. Ring ding Slim Jims, jujubes. Slamming brewskis in my BVDs. I'm not as herbal as I ought to be. I hate to admit it, I like tobacco. Yes, ma'am, Red Man, Prince Albert in a can. Kiss me, Fidel Castro. I'm walking with my baby, what comes next? I smoke a cigar, she says forget about sex. Marlboro Man's got the hex on me. I'm not as herbal as I ought to be. White sugar buzz, it's making me a meanie. You are what you eat. Good God, I'm a weenie. Now I hate to admit it, I need a lot of caffeine. Fine ground, sludgy brown, stir it up, suck it down, I gotta come clean. Now those coffee shakes got me to my knees. I'm wide awake at 2:45. What made Seattle famous made a gerbil out of me. I'm not as herbal as I ought to be. All right, let's move along. Let's move along to upcoming shows. I got a lot of upcoming shows. I am back out there. I am triple vaxxed. I am COVID. I had a little blast. I got the COVID, not serious at all. You know, just a little bit of coughing for a couple of days, and I came right through it on the other side. That's because of that triple vaxxed. I'm convinced. And anyhow, but I'm feeling quite invincible these days. Perhaps once again, every time I feel quite invincible, something really happens that hurts like crazy to remind me that although I think I am occasionally, basically I'm not. So, but anyhow, upcoming shows. The J.E. Broyhill Civic Center in Lenoir, North Carolina. Now, Broyhill is a very North Carolina name. So, J.E. Broyhill Civic Center, March 17th, Lenoir, North Carolina. Stage 1 in Fairfield, Connecticut. Stage 1. We're going to have a great time there. That's March 24th. I've been there before, and that's a fun place to see a show. Now, Club Passim is in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and right there in Harvard Square. And we're doing a performance workshop. Now, not to be confused with a performance clinic that I'm doing in August. This is a workshop and it'll be terrific. And I suggest, actually, if you left it up to me, I'd suggest that you come to the performance workshop on March 27th and let that be an introductory to the Livingston Taylor Performance Clinic that we're going to be doing at Endicott College in August, correct? Yes. And that's going to be an exceptional learning event. And then Janice Ian Farewell Tour. Janice Ian Farewell Tour. I'm opening for Janice, and you know she's getting ready to sort of throttle it back a little bit. And I'm going to join her on this farewell tour for a lot of things. April 2nd, it'll be the start of, at the Parker Playhouse in Fort Lauderdale. Parker Playhouse, Janice Ian, Livingston Taylor, April 2nd. And listen, the other thing you can do is go to livetaylor.com. Livetaylor.com. That's got a lot more information than I do because it knows, and I tend to occasionally not, but more Livingston Taylor dates there. And yep, that's a good place to come. What do we have here? Oh gosh. Again, Diane and Kathy were always on me about playing the banjo. So I'm just gonna wind up today with a couple of little banjo things. I can see that I'm getting a little late, aren't I, Madam Producer? So when I was on that St. John's River, and I was watching all those bass boats go by, and all those beards, and all those bellies, beards, bellies, bass boats, I sure was in northern Florida. Now, one of the things I did in Florida was I did a couple of shows with my old and dear friend Jonathan Edwards, J.E. You know, he's such a wonderful man and a wonderful spirit, and we're about the same age, and boy, he's just the best. He did not do this song. I love this song by Jonathan Edwards. Everybody knows her, she's the one to love. Everybody knows her, she's the one to love. We'll take time to tell her. She came by to tell you she wants you back again, try her love again. She wants you back again. Try her love again. She's out west waiting for the sun to rise. She's out west waiting for the sun to rise. The sun in her eyes, sun in her skies, says she wants you back again. Try her love again. She wants you back again. Try her love again. La 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 na 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 na. Everybody knows her, she's the one to love. Everybody knows her, she's the one to love. It will take time to tell her. She came by to tell you she wants you back again. Try her love again. She wants you back again, try her love again. She wants you back again, try her love again. I've seen her face. I can't forget the time or place we met. She's just a girl for me. I want all the world to see we met. Ba-na-na-na-na. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way, and I would never have been aware. But as it is, I'll dream of her tonight. Ba-na-na-na-na. Falling, yes, I'm falling, and she keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes, I'm falling, and she keeps calling me back again. I've never known another love so bold and nervous, things that kept out of sight. Other girls were never quite like this. Na 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 na. Falling, yes I'm falling, it keeps calling me back again. Falling, yes I'm falling, she keeps calling me back Well, I can tell you right now, you were patient with some ragged corners. Thanks. Okay. Oh, my. We're winding up to the end of another show. Gee, I've had a swell visit with you guys today. You know, I asked my executive producer how many people watch. And you know, sometimes we have like, 30 or 40 people watching. And I just think to myself, can you imagine having 30 or 40 people dial in? Now, I know Judge Judy has 40 million and stuff. But I gotta tell you, there is no chance that she loves her 40 million more than I love my 40. I love you guys. And I cannot tell you how much it warms me, the notion that you would be there with me for all this time and for all these shows. What?
Sponsors again.
Oh, sponsors. Oh, of course. I'm sorry. My producer is reminding me that our sponsors, MVY, Holly Bluff Marina, and most importantly, Dave Hayes, the Weather Nut. And again, find Dave Hayes, Hay apostrophe Hays, Dave Hayes' Facebook page, website. Follow him on Twitter. The Twitter again is DH, the Weather Nut. And so again, if you're in that 50 miles in every direction from Northampton, Mass, he's your go-to guy in terms of weather. And I want to thank Dave for sponsoring my show today. It means a lot to me. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. We're out of time. We gotta go. We'll be back next week, I know. No, not next week. It'll probably be 2 weeks. We don't know yet, said my producer. We'll figure it out. We're gonna turn on the tap and let it flow. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Bound it we do. Bound it